straw? Here, thanks. Got some mustard? Here. Isn't this the best picnic you've ever been on? It's great, just great. Pass me the grapes. Here. I mean, isn't this great? It's great, just great. Yeah, absolutely. Cutting school is something everyone should do once in their lives. Definitely. I mean, we're all entitled to break the rules once in a while. Otherwise, we grow up a slave to convention. And letting your parents think you're at school when you're really not isn't the worst thing in the world. It's nothing, absolutely nothing. Besides, they'll never find out. I mean, how could they?
Hi guys, what you doing?
What are you doing here?
My class is on a field trip.
If we hurry, we can still make chem lab. Don't talk, pack.
Would you get me something to drink?
Sure, what do you want?
I don't care, just something to cheer me up.
Want to play movies?
Okay. One word titles A to Z, I'll start.
Okay.
A, Anastasia.
B, Bluebeard.
C, charade.
D, Dracula. Good.
Just don't ask, okay? Don't ask.
What's the matter with her? I don't know, I was told not to ask.
You know when they say it's a jungle out there, they're wrong. Because in the jungle, they don't kill you unless they're hungry. Here, it's a sport.
Did you have a bad day, Ellie?
Just don't ask.
I understand. E, Exodus.
F, Fantasia.
G, gaslight. We are in the midst of moral decay. I mean, just look at this century alone.
You want to tell us about it?
It'll ruin your day.
My day was already ruined.
Mine too.
You see? Each and every day, each and every one of us suffers the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune.
H, Hamlet.
Good one.
You two are playing a game, and I'm getting an ulcer.
We're playing a game to keep from getting an ulcer.
You see, your day couldn't have been as bad as mine.
Okay, what happened?
All right. There's this wholesale dress shop on 8th Street.
Oh, I know that place. I was thinking
I hate it.
of burning it down.
I went in there this afternoon. I was just looking. I wasn't.
Perf. Oh, perf.
Well, what do you think?
I've never really been fond of Ampere waistlines.
It doesn't have an Ampere waistline. I do.
Stunning.
Too matronly. Too young. You're kidding, right? Oh, well, if you're not going to take the purple silk, can I see it?
Where's my dress? Excuse me, miss. I hung my dress up in this dressing room and it's gone. It was a beige knit with a hint of mustard and a spot of mustard from lunch.
Are you kidding? Oh, this is a hoot.
What?
When I cleaned out the dressing room, I thought it was one of ours. I was about to hang it on our granny rack when
Granny rack?
sensible dresses for mature women and out-of-style numbers.
Well, could you get it for me before it gets too out of style?
Nope.
What do you mean, nope?
I sold it
You sold it?
for $29.95.
You sold my dress for $29.95?
Yeah, some old lady grabbed it out of my hand before
You
I had-
sold my Italian knit for $29.95 and you're smiling?
Hey, life is short.
Well, before it gets too short, could you get me my dress?
I'll get the manager. What a hoot.
Do you believe that?
Do you think this makes me look sallow?
She sold my dress and she's smiling. Is it my imagination, or have sales girls gotten a lot ruder since Koch took office?
Everybody's ruder. So, what do you think of the color?
What?
Does it make me look sallow?
Is this a joke?
Okay, what seems to be the trouble?
The trouble is, I left my best Italian knit in the dressing room, and this person sold it to some old lady for $29.95 and is making owl noises about it.
Humbled myself to the point of subservience.
You never even apologized.
You don't call bursting into tears apologizing?
Believe this. You were here. You tell them.
I think it makes me look sallow.
Really candid camera.
Don't you worry about it. We never sold her dress.
We didn't?
You didn't?
No, you never even saw that dress.
I didn't.
She didn't?
It's the old scam. They come in here, they take off their dress, they slip it to a Confederate, she puts it in her purse and takes off. Then they pretend it's missing and they want a new dress in its place.
What? You should be ashamed of yourself.
After you've been in the business a little while longer, you'll be able to spot the con artists.
I'm dreaming this. I am home in my bed and I am dreaming this. Jenny, Chip, wake up. It's time for school.
All right. Escort this lady out after she's taken off our dress.
Off with the dress, you.
I am not taking off this dress. I only have a raincoat.
Off with the dress.
Help me do something.
You sure this doesn't make me look sallow?
Sallow, it makes you look swarthy.
Come on, off with the dress.
Take your hands off me. Take your hands off me.
Like I always say, pay retail.
What did you do, Allie?
I don't wish to discuss it.
Oh, Allie, you didn't let them...
Can we change the subject?
Allie!
Please. Emma, would you get that? As you can see, I am not dressed.
If it makes you feel any better, Allie, I had a pretty lousy day myself.
Why would that make me feel better?
Misery loves company.
Hey, look, flowers.
Wow, you're kidding.
Who are they for?
I don't know, there's no name on the card.
Read the message.
I'm sorry.
Go on.
That's all it says, just I'm sorry. Who's sorry for what?
Wait a minute. Do you think they could be from the manager of the dress shop?
Could be.
If it is, it would renew my faith in human nature. It's a good thing I saved his card to sue him. I'll call him. If he is willing to send me flowers, he must be willing to replace my dress.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to settle for any $29.95 either. I want damages.
Go, Allie.
They had a cute little black crepe in the window.
Go for it.
I'll go for it if he goes for it. Hello, I'd like to talk to the manager. Oh, hi. This is Mrs. Lowell, the woman whose dress you sold. I'm willing to forget everything, and I've decided to settle on that little black crepe. What? What? How dare... Well, we'll see who calls the police first. He didn't send the flowers.
You then?
Well, they could be for me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, as long as Allie's opened up the Inhumanity Festival, let's hear about your day.
It was awful.
Tell...
I was in the cafeteria and I was starving. I couldn't wait to eat lunch. You know I didn't have breakfast. Hi, Emma. Hi.
Excuse me, is your name Emma?
Yeah.
Are you in drama club?
Uh-huh.
She's the one.
Exactly what I expected.
Only more so.
Really?
She's so cheap looking.
Excuse me.
I'm Ellen, Mark's friend.
And I'm Terry, Ellen's friend. And you're slime.
I don't know what they're talking about.
Oh, please. Sneaking around with Mark behind Ellen's back.
He was my boyfriend. Can I tell her?
Tell her.
Sneaking around with Mark behind my back? I'm not sneaking around with Mark.
Oh, yeah? Where were you last night?
Can I ask her?
Ask her.
Where were you last night? At home.
Who's home, Mark's?
Terry.
Sorry.
Who's home, Mark's? I'm not sneaking around with anybody. Oh, sure. Now you don't have to. Now that you broke us up. I didn't break anybody up. You know, first she steals my boyfriend, and then she lies about it.
She's beneath contempt.
No, she's beneath contempt.
Could you please stop it? People are looking at us.
Oh, you don't want people to know?
You don't want them to know that she was sneaking around with Mark while he was still going with Ellen?
After he gave me his senior ring.
And after she gave him a leather bomber jacket that she borrowed half the money from me for.
I wonder what she gave him.
I don't wonder at all.
I hope you and Mark will be very happy.
Mark? Who?
What do you mean, Mark who?
Mark DeWallaby.
Who's that? Aren't you Emma Shane? No, I'm Emma McCardle. Oh, sorry. They were, looking for someone else. Honest.
The flowers are for Emma.
Not so fast. I had a pretty lousy day myself.
Hello? Hi, Chip. Where are you? Come home. I'm about to start dinner. No, you can eat at Eddie's some other time. Chip, I'm your mother. I want to see your face along with the rest of you. Come home. I've had a terrible day. Chip? So, what's your tale of woe?
I was a victim of the system.
What system?
The multi-conglomerate, computerized, impersonal, people don't matter, big world of business, and nothing but nothing is worse than that.
I think she's competing for victim of the day.
No competition, I win.
Well, what happened?
I went to the bank on my lunch hour.
The bank?
The bank
On your lunch hour?
on my lunch hour.
You win.
Yeah. Well, there were only 2 tellers on duty, so the lines were curling around. Excuse me, but You know, I stood on line for 35 minutes. They told me to come over here. Now I've been sitting here for 15 minutes. Talk about convenience banking.
This is my second day.
May I help you? Yes. I stood on line for 35 minutes to cash a check, and the teller told me that I didn't have enough money, which is ridiculous because this check is only for $50.
Account number, please.
375-7060-572.
Your balance is $479.71.
I knew that I had enough money.
But your available balance is $38.23.
What do you mean available balance?
The check for $441.48 has been deposited to your account, but
Right, that was my paycheck.
if you will permit me to continue, but it has not cleared so that the available current balance is $38.23, or $11.77 less than the $50 you requested. Now, if you care to make out another check for
$38.23?
$38.23, we would be happy to cash it for you.
But I don't want a check for $38.23. I'd like a check for $50.
I'm sorry, but that's impossible.
Why is that impossible? I've been depositing my checks here every Thursday for the last 4 years. I'm not going to make off with $11.77 and leave the country. That wouldn't even be enough to get me to the border.
I'm sorry, but that check is not cleared.
Well, why hasn't it cleared?
When did you deposit it?
5 days ago.
Right, 5 days ago. That would be 1 week ago today.
Don't we still have 7 days in a week?
Not banking weeks. On the 6th and 7th day, we rest.
That's one more day than God.
God didn't have depositors. Let me see now. Exactly what day did you deposit said check?
I deposited said check on Thursday.
On what bank was it drawn?
I don't know, some bank in Westchester.
I think I solved a little mystery.
Great!
Yeah, it takes 3 banking days for an out-of-city check to clear.
Oh, so that's Thursday, Friday, don't count Saturday, don't count Sunday, and Monday. Today is Monday, so I can have my $50.
We do not count the day of deposit,
What is that, the 11th commandment?
which makes it 3 days. Friday. Don't count Saturday, don't count Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. First thing Wednesday morning, we'd be delighted to cash a check. Thank you for banking at Holland Savings and Loan.
I don't believe this. Excuse me.
Account number, please.
Wait a minute!
Oh, it's you. I hope I didn't lose you.
Listen, I did all my bills on Friday night. What if they cash those checks before Wednesday morning?
Well, the first $38.23 will be paid out promptly and courteously.
And what about the others?
Does the term insufficient funds ring a bell?
Couldn't you just, go ahead and pay him anyway, for like an old favorite customer?
I'd be happy to.
Great.
But our computer feels no loyalty to old customers. It just stamps things insufficient funds.
It also charges me $7.50 every time I bounce a check.
That is the 11th commandment.
Couldn't you just tell the computer to go ahead and pay it? You know, jiggle it or something.
Jiggle the computer? Are you mad?
No, but I'm getting there. What if I refuse to pay it?
Well, it's automatically deducted from your account.
What is this, Nazi Germany?
It's a wonderful world of banking. Jiggle the computer.
How would you like it if I just took all of my money and I put it someplace else?
We don't need your money. We have everybody's money. Thank you, banking and Holland Savings and Loan.
I don't believe this. I don't believe it. Attention, fellow depositors. How many times have you been humiliated at the hands of this institution or others just like it? Are you just going to stand by and let machines tell us what to do, or are you going to do something about it? I mean, it's about time we stood up shoulder to shoulder and demanded...
The flowers are for you. Does that mean the check you gave me on Friday is going to bounce?
Oh, no. Did you deposit it?
I only had 39 cents.
Oh, no. That's another $7.50 I'm out.
We're out. I paid some bills. Hello? I already said no, Chip. Come home. Because I'm your mother. It is too an excuse. Next to the check is in the mail. It's the biggie. Come home. I think he sensed our mood. He wants political asylum.
I hate everyone and everything, but most of all, me.
Give her the flowers.
What's the matter? What isn't the matter?
Oh, she has first.
Today was the audition for the senior show. We're doing Pinafore. Didn't you get the part? You're the best voice in the senior chorus. Except for Andrea Gross. Yeah, but she's fat and she can't act. That's exactly what she said. We were waiting backstage, ready to audition. So she was sitting there. Hi, Andrea. Sure. Sure what?
Oh, it's easy to be happy when you've got the part.
Hey, nobody's got the part till after the auditions.
It's easy to be philosophical when you're not fat and dumpy.
Don't talk about yourself like that.
How'd you know I was talking about me?
Well, because we're the only two here and I'm not fat. You're not fat.
Jenny, if you say I'm large-boned, I'll sit on you.
So you're a little...
A little what, voluptuous?
Yeah, you'll be a perfect little buttercup.
Because she's middle-aged and fat.
No, because she's,
Besides, I'm auditioning for Josephine.
the lead? Great.
You're right. What chance do I have against you? I'll audition for Buttercup, and I'll leave thin, young, beautiful Josephine to you.
Oh, come on, just try it.
I'm Andrea Gross, and I was well named.
Howie doesn't think so.
Howie's a chubby chaser. I'm not going to audition. It's too embarrassing to stand up in front of all those people. I'm going to go get something to eat.
Fine. Go get something to eat so you gain more weight, feel worse about yourself, and then you have to go off and eat some more.
Sounds good to me.
Where would Leontine Price be if she had your self-image?
At Baskin Robbins, sitting next to me.
Or Eleanor Roosevelt, or Dolly Parton, or
Lassie?
Besides, Andrea, Howie's not a chubby chaser. He likes you for what you are.
137 pounds.
The funniest person in the class.
Well, fat people are supposed to be jolly.
Jolly, not witty. Come on, Andrea, even the teachers laugh at your cracks.
So I'm funny, so what?
So what? It's practically the hardest thing to be. It proves how smart you are.
All right, I'll audition.
Good. Tell yourself you have the best voice in the senior chorus.
I have the best voice in the senior chorus.
Well, you do.
I know I do.
Well, one of the best voices. And you're pretty.
Please.
Trust me, you're pretty.
I'm pretty.
Yes. And smart.
And smart.
And funny.
And funny. And
Come on, stand up. Straight. Hold your head high. Put a smile on your face, for God's sake. Say, everybody likes me.
Everybody likes me.
Everybody admires me.
Everybody admires me.
I'm gonna go out there and kill the people.
I'm gonna go out there and kill the people.
Andrea Gross?
Oh, God.
Come on. I am Josephine. I am Josephine.
I
Say
am
it.
Josephine. I am Josephine. I am Josephine.
So what happened?
She is Josephine.
She's Josephine?
She's Josephine.
Did you get a part?
I am little buttercup, fat little buttercup.
Hey, Buttercup's a great part.
Yeah, but if I kept my mouth shut, I would have been Josephine.
Oh, you wouldn't want to get a part that way, would you?
If it was good enough for Ann Baxter and All About Eve, it's good enough for me.
Well, look who's here. Hi, Chip.
Oh, then it's okay.
What's okay?
Nothing.
Chip, what's okay?
Didn't you get my note?
What note?
The one with the flowers.
You sent the flowers?
Why?
Exactly, why?
Oh, I just thought it'd be nice.
Chip,
Yeah.
sit. Join us. Tell me, just what exactly did you kill?
Break. Maim.
Or ruin?
Well, you see, after school, Eddie and I came home.
Break.
I think it stinks. Me too. I'm gonna have my mother write a letter to the principal. Me too. Just because we're not in the 9th grade, we don't get to do anything. Right. Why can't we use the trampoline? I don't know. I bet I could go higher than any 9th grader. Me too. I bet I could go higher than you. Oh, yeah? Yeah. Oh, yeah? Yeah. Trampoline! 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 I'm higher than you. Oh, yeah? Trampoline! Watch this! Trampoline! Trampoline! Uh-oh.
So what did you break?
I fixed it.
What did you fix?
The oven door.
Oh, tell me he didn't say the oven door.
Allie, he didn't say the oven door.
He said the oven door.
Hey, Chip, maybe you ought to go over and have dinner at Eddie's after all.
Maybe we should all go over to Eddie's.
Chip, those were expensive flowers. Where'd you get the money?
They were only $2.
$2 for roses?
Mrs. Staley.
Hi, Allie. I think there's been a mistake. Were those roses just delivered here?
Yeah.
That's what the florist said. They're mine. These are for you.
Hey, is it your anniversary or something?
Are you kidding? It all started this morning when I got onto the subway.
Oh,
And
Mrs. Staley, come in. Sit down. Can I get you some coffee? To the end of a perfect day.
Amen.
What would you say to selling everything and moving to some nice igloo somewhere in Alaska?
I'd say no.
Now, wait a minute. Don't be so hasty. Just think about it. No banks, no dress shops, no people, no subways, no noise. Just the sound of blubber sizzling on an open fire.
Well, I think the life that we have right here is very nice.
Keep talking.
Well, we have a roof over our heads, we have food on the table, we have nice clothes, we have good kids.
Well, except for the fact that I can't cook food for the table because one of our nice kids broke the oven. And I have one less article of nice clothing than I did this morning. And if the bank bounces the rent check that you wrote, we won't have a roof over our heads.
Didn't your mother ever tell you that if you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all?
Mush, Huskies.
Just when you think there's no one around who's caring, along comes a friend who offers a hand in sharing. Then things start looking fine. Sometimes tears and sorrow are all the things you've got. Just when you think you're all by yourself, you're not.